All right. So good morning and welcome to the Title I Annual Family Forum, where we make the decisions for next school year. This meeting will be a Nearpod lesson, and my lovely parent has already joined. She went to nearpod.com and entered the class code. So we are ready to get started. All right. So, like I said, we're in the Title I Family Forum for next year.
In front of you, right there.
And if you want to go ahead and sign your name, I will greatly appreciate that.
Do I sign it on the Nearpod screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My scribble. There you go.
No, you're good. You're good. Perfect. And that's our sign-in. So today during the Family Forum, we will be talking about the planning for next year. And since it is a pandemic, things are kind of still iffy because we don't really know, if we're still going to be virtual, if we're going to be hybrid, or how things are going to be looking. But we can go ahead and decide on some of the family engagement things. So today we'll be talking about the budget for family engagement, the compacts, the policy, our school improvement plan, and training staff. And my lovely parents will get to help me decide these things because they are for you guys. All right, and again, we are a Title I school. And why the family input matters. It matters because we're here to serve the kids and their families and their parents. And when we know more about what you guys actually want, we can help your child succeed more. If we don't know what you need, then we're just kind of spinning our wheels and not getting anywhere. So this is why we have these meetings, is to get that feedback and know what our parents need and want, and we can try to offer some of those services to you guys. All right, again, this is just talking about the family engagement budget. As the parents of a Title I school, you guys get to have your input on what we spend the family engagement funds on. We normally get about $3,000 every year that we can figure out what to spend that on. And that's things like things in the resource center, technology for parents to use and check out at the school, stuff to communicate with, like paper to make flyers and stuff when we are in school. And I know we use some of our Title I funds for the S'more subscription, where we send out our weekly newsletter. This is a breakdown of what we spent the family engagement budget on last year here at Largo Tibet. 11% was workshop materials, 11% was that printing and communication, 41% was resource center supplies, and then 37% was other books and materials for the resource center to be checked out. So I do know that I got like 3 Chromebooks for the parent center. So when eventually we have parents come back in, or you guys have to fill out something, I can have those little Chromebooks set up and you guys can get on them. Instead of like a big desktop or just one little laptop. And then I got a lot of Spanish stuff too, because I know we have quite a few Spanish speaking families. And then I got some more STEM stuff. So we were really lacking on the STEM this year. So I wanted to improve that for parents to check out and use at home. All right. So after reviewing that budget, this is for our parents. If you have any comments or suggestions, you can go ahead and put those in right now, or you can say them out, however you would like to do that, Ms. Jones.
I don't really have any questions.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions or anything you think we should spend the money on?
No, I think y'all are doing great. I don't have any suggestions actually.
Okay.
I think I
I
think
mean,
everything looks great.
yeah, this year's a weird year, so
I know it is.
there's only so much we can do, you
I
know?
know.
So, all right,
It,
we'll move right along then.
it's funny. I keep on getting. I was for a while. I was getting the emails about getting a yearbook, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're having a yearbook.
Yeah, those were automatic, I think. There's
Yeah.
really no way to do a yearbook this year, so
Yeah.
if you want to go ahead and answer this, it's
Okay.
just asking again, it's a little poll, just part of the Nearpod
Okay.
presentation of how would you like to see the budget spent? If you think there's something else we might should spend more money on, like the technology or more things for people to check out or whatever, all for your input.
Mm.
And just let me know when you're ready to move on.
Okay. Oh,
Awesome. Thank you.
okay. I think it went through.
It did. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
So the next thing is building staff capacity, which is where sorry about that. The staff capacity is where we train I train the staff on how to more effectively work with parents and stuff. And like this year, we sent out things on how to communicate virtually, how to reach parents who might not be able to answer the phone, or, you know, parents who are working weird hours, like they're working 9 to 5, and, different ways to reach out to them and different methods for that.
Okay.
So that's kind of the training staff one. And um, so, as a parent or family member who has a child that attends this school, are there
Mhm.
any areas you feel we need to specifically training staff on in dealing with families?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay. And are there any barriers for parents and families when you are trying to meet with any of the school staff, like the teachers or anything?
No. Like all the staff has been great. Class dojo's great. The staff gives out their phone numbers and all that, so I haven't no an email. I haven't had any trouble.
Okay. Thank you for that. And then, as a staff, is there anything we can do to make you feel more empowered as a parent? Anything that would help you, participate more in education? Anything that you feel either confident or less confident about that you would like us to assist with?
No, sorry, I can't think of anything.
It's good. I mean, that's good. That means we're doing our job.
Yeah, you are. I mean, the whole staff is, because I know it hasn't been easy this year, and I think everybody's done a great job. So,
Yeah, it's definitely been a learning year for
oh,
everybody. I mean, having to redesign every single thing. So,
yes.
um, and this is the kind of similar question. Is there anything we can do as a better job of partnering with you guys as families?
No, I don't think so.
All right. And would you like to assist with a staff training or anything like that?
No.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, the next thing is our school improvement plan, which is this long document that Title I schools do at the beginning of the year. And basically, in the document, it lists all the things we need to work on as a school.
Okay.
Like some of them are curriculum, some of them are behavior, some are, extra teacher support in maybe like reading or math and things like that. So the school improvement plan has an area for family engagement.
Okay.
And here is that page. One of our things that one of our goals was for me to offer more social and emotional classes that go in with our Leader in Me.
Okay.
And this year I tried to post more things online about how parents can do the Leader in Me program at home. We had a couple workshops, and then we also started our Parent Lighthouse team.
Okay.
And then next was providing students with more support in technology with online, platforms and stuff. So we have the AR, there's
Mhm.
Zern, we've got
Mhm.
Amira, and then
Mhm.
they rolled out iReady, and all of these things are there to help the kids more online with work and things like that, and give them some
Mhm.
extra
Okay.
support and different
Right.
ways to try and
Yeah.
learn some of these
Right.
skills.
Did they stop the map testing that they were doing before?
I
You
don't
know?
They did do, I think they did a middle of the year map, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah,
They
because they did
canceled,
one at the beginning of the year, and then I guess with all the switches of teachers and stuff, it never
yeah, they're
happened again.
supposed
So
to have one something. I know I'm terrible, but I can't remember
no,
which
you're okay.
one it is. They
Okay.
canceled one. I don't know if it was the middle
Okay.
of the year or the end of the year map.
Okay.
Um, but they did cancel one.
Okay.
So when we know more, I'll share that. I'm looking
Okay.
for that to you. For
Okay. Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, problem. And then the last thing, one of our action steps for family engagement was offering more workshops to help you guys at home. And these were things like transition to fifth grade and, the
Mm-hmm.
reading workshops and stuff like that. So pretty
Yeah.
basic um, things in there. All right. After looking all over the school improvement plan, is there any comments or suggestions you have?
No, not that I can think of.
They're pretty broad reaching, so they
Yeah.
kind of cover everything. Is there anything we can do differently to involve you guys at the school?
Um, right now, no. I think, you know, obviously, as the year has been, you guys have done it, the staff has done a great job, and at this point, like, that's all you can do. I mean, because, everybody's still uncertain with a lot of things. So,
Yes, ma'am.
and no, I don't have any feedback or anything to say.
Thank you.
So you're
All right, this section is about the compacts.
uh-huh.
And again, these were the little, I know Julia's been here since pre-K or kindergarten, so
Hmm.
she's seen them. You've seen them every year. The little compacts, the little
Hmm.
foldable things, and this year they were virtual. Um,
Okay.
and they just have the ways that the teachers in the school are going to help support the parents and
Okay.
help reach those standards.
Okay.
So Julia's in third grade.
Yes.
All right, so we'll go to the third grade one.
Growing up too fast.
Yeah, yeah, I can't believe it. She's so tall. All right, so here's a third grade compact, and it just tells you about what grade it is in the school year, and then the teacher compact responsibilities were to provide skill-based worksheets for math practice at home, a providing appropriate reading materials, and
Mhm.
providing weekly homework activities.
Okay.
Um, and the contact was made when we thought we would go back to school, so that's where the
Yeah,
worksheets come from.
I know, I understand.
Um, so I guess that would be more providing online, you know,
Yeah,
based
yeah,
lessons and things.
yeah.
And then the family part was helping my child complete the worksheets and things
Mhm.
online, um, reading, reading with my child, and then helping with homework and activities, which most of you guys have been doing that because we're online learning anyway. So,
Yeah, yeah,
and then they got the student ones that just reiterate that.
okay.
Some of the other things what were they talk about the improving the GMAS scores
Oh,
for
okay,
this year, and I think it's still kind of up in the air on whether or not we have to take the GMAS this year.
okay.
Um, and once we know for sure, I'll be holding a workshop for that because I know this will be
Okay,
Julia's first year,
right.
and
Excuse me.
with the information on that for you guys, because it'll actually be a lot of people's first year on this because we didn't have it
Yeah,
last year.
okay.
And then communication is a big thing. We do phone conferences, emails, face to face if we have to, our little workshops, and then all of our online updates, the social
Yeah,
media, the website, and all that good stuff.
yes.
All right. Um, so after reviewing the compact, is there anything you would like us to change? Anything we should add? It can be, anything.
Um, I don't honestly, I can't think.
I understand. And I'm sorry if you hear something in the background, but they are drilling
No, that's okay.
in the front lobby, it sounds like. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Is there anything else, any suggestions on improving how we can assist with the academics? Anything you think we need to share, or, anything that would have helped this year?
Mm, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I know it took I mean, it was for everybody, a lot of transitioning in a lot of different ways. So, and I think the school did a great job doing all that. So, and we were informed about stuff right away, which is good, which helps a lot. So,
So just keeping that information open and trying to, relay the information, and that
yeah,
online that online is something though.
yeah. No, I'm glad you guys have different ways to try and get the communication out because I know, like not everybody checks their phone all the time. Not everybody checks email. Having different like texts, emails, all that stuff is great because yeah, you're trying to find a way to get out the information to parents and the call outs help a lot too, which is
Yeah,
good.
I'm glad to hear that because I'm always like making sure I check all my boxes. Did I send the email? Did I send the text? Did I send the call? Did I
Yeah,
put it on the Facebook? So
right,
I'm glad to
right.
hear that.
Yeah.
Um, so the next thing is the family engagement policy, which
Okay.
is just how, again, we'll interact with the parents and the school and a
Okay.
lot of the activities and things like that.
Okay.
Um, are there any changes that we need to make as a school to help you guys work on academic needs? Any specific trainings or anything that could help with the online platforms or any of the curriculum?
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. And then this is the family engagement policy.
Okay.
Again, Julie, you've seen this before. And it just talks about all the little things that we do throughout the year, like the annual meeting,
Okay.
the assessments, the
Mhm.
compacts,
Mhm.
and then all of our communication. And different support and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And all of these are on our website too.
Okay.
If you ever want to go back and look at it, or as parents, you guys have the option to, if if you're looking at it and you're like, hey, they said they were going to
Okay.
listen to feedback through surveys, feedback forms, and in person, and I haven't had a chance to do this yet.
Okay.
You guys have the right to tell us, hey, I don't think you're doing this, that, or the other, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to listen. Um,
Okay.
that's basically what this little thing says.
Okay.
It gives you guys that option.
Mm.
So after looking at the policy, is there any comments or suggestions you have that we need to change for the upcoming year?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. Are there any events you would like to see us have next year?
That's hard because who knows what you can have.
This is kind of a tricky one because
I know. Yeah.
we're trying to still probably social distance and all that good
Right.
stuff. So,
Right. I mean, we've always loved the game nights and the
mhm.
math nights and, events like that. And, the holiday stuff. I know it's difficult to do stuff outside because of the weather and that kind of stuff. And now that you have to social distance and do all that kind of stuff. So I know it's more difficult now to do that kind of stuff, but we always enjoyed that kind of stuff in the past.
Would you guys be interested in like an online game night?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that'll be something we'll think about for next year.
Okay.
Um, we thought about doing a couple online game nights. We're like, well, would we get participation? Would it be
Yeah.
fun? And then we did a couple things, like we're supposed to do trunk or treat, but the weather
Yeah.
wasn't cooperating that night, so we did the
Right.
little turkey thing and
Right. Right. Did
whatnot.
you guys get a lot of people come for the turkey thing?
We had about 50 something, I think.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is another little poll. Um, and it's, do you have a preference with how the school or the teachers communicate with you? And you kind of
Um,
already answered this, but
yeah. Um, Class Dojo is definitely my favorite.
okay.
I love it. But yeah, text and email is fine as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. And is there a time or day of the week that has the best fit for you to meet with anyone at the school?
No, just as long as I have at least 2 weeks in advance notice to get something scheduled, then no, that's perfectly fine.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, we're actually done now. So I appreciate your support. I appreciate all the
Oh,
parents.
anytime.
Since I am recording this for the parents who might be looking at it later,
Okay.
you know, we we do look at every little survey and everything, and take that stuff into consideration when we're, planning for
Okay.
activities and things like that. I know, like if I get a survey from somebody, I'm like, are they gonna actually look at that thing? But we do. I go through every one of them with a fine tooth comb.
Oh, wow.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, that's how we improve though. If we don't have
Yeah.
feedback,
Yeah.
it's very important and we appreciate it. And I
Yeah.
appreciate you. You've been my only
Oh,
participant for the
anytime.
last 2 years.
I'll be here until she's in 5th grade, so we're
So
not
thank
going
you.
anywhere. No, it's great that it's still a Title I school. I think that's very important, and I think that helps a lot. And like I said, we love Largo, so
Yes, we love having you guys. All right. Well, if there isn't anything else,
no, nothing that I can think of right now.
All right. Well, thank you. You guys have a
All
good
right,
day.
thank you. Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.